What is up, you guys, and welcome back to another figure review. And I'm gonna say right away that I apologize for not being able to put the theme at the beginning of this video. If you haven't noticed in my last one, I actually had to hold my camera up to my TV and record it. And as of now, I'm working on a process to get that fixed. But anyways, it's your buddy Kaiju. Welcome back to another figure review. Today we are reviewing the long-awaited 1995 Burning Godzilla figure from NECA. This figure, I have been waiting on this figure for so long to come out. It was supposed to come out back in February, but it got pushed back, and now it is finally here. And this is the figure I was talking about in my last video where I re-announced that I am back into the figure review game. This figure here, it is my personal favorite of all of the Godzillas. All Godzillas from 1954 all the way to 2014. This is my favorite one. Why, you ask? Well, because due to his burning effects, I feel like it was his strongest point. And let's get into this figure. You can see the burning effects right up. And this here, these burning patches are not painted. They are sculpted into it. It is a translucent plastic, which made me very happy to know that. And if you take a light and pull it up to the back of it, you can actually see the light shine through his dorsal plates and come out the chest, or you shine through the chest and it'll show up back here. And he has all kinds of all the burning effect. And this figure is the same body mode as the 1994 Godzilla. The only difference that I can tell besides the burning effect would be the jaw. As you can see how this Godzilla, his jaw's a little bit open right here. It doesn't close all the way. But this one here is closed completely. You can open it up. It does kind of look like it's poking out from underneath, same as this. But, but when you close it, yeah, that's pretty awesome. Now let's look at that burning effect. Got it coming through his chest here. Got it coming through the crotch area. His upper thighs down to about the knee area. Then it stops. And he's got it curling around his neck, his arms, coming to the back of the thighs. And of course on his dorsal plates. And these are a soft rubber material. A soft pliable material, so if it takes a shelf dive, you don't have to worry about these things breaking off. And the paint turns back to the normal, like, whitish color. And here's some more, and this here's like a swirl. Now I do have a few issues with this figure. They're not really big issues, they're small. Like his head joint would not turn. I've applied heat to it, wouldn't turn. So if I want to turn his head, I have to move his whole neck piece. Also, he came with like this little patch right here. You can't really pick it up on camera, but it's there, and there's a little bit of extra plastic right here. You can see it jetting out a little bit. And his joints are a bit loose, and this arm here would not move up, but this one does. I mean, he's gonna be sitting on the shelf as he is, maybe with his mouth open. That's what she said. But anyways, this is a absolutely fantastic figure. He's got his blood red eyes, and I can't pick it up on camera. I've tried already. He has a nice amount of detail inside of the mouth. The articulation is not different from the 94 figure, but his head is supposed to move left and right. My figure doesn't, but he has a neck piece that allows him to look left and right and kind of like that weird, awkward position. His mouth does open up, as I showed earlier, and get those chompers going. He has a diaphragm joint right here. You know, you can get some side to side movement. He has a very far forward crunch. And I would, you know, I'm actually glad they allowed like that far of a forward crunch, because in the movie he was like kneeling over to his fallen son. His son died, and goes back a little bit where you can kind of get him sort of kind of looking in an upward position. Okay, so his arms come up that far. You can do a whole 360. His bicep hinges up and down. He has a hinge on his elbow. He has an upper bicep swivel, elbow swivel. His hands are on ball joints, so he can move and tilt these freely. He has the finger clamping actions, which is awesome. His thigh joints are the joints we've seen in the past. You know, they like that weird position. Come on out. His knee joints. You bend his knees. His knees bend very easily. Get that back there. You can rotate his feet side to side, and they hinge up and down, and a little bit of ankle pivot. He is articulated at 4 points on his tail. One here at the base, one right here, and then the rest of this section is a bendy tail. And he's lopsided right now. Yeah. And here is the 1995 Godzilla side by side with the 1985 Godzilla from NECA. Here he is side by side with NECA's 2014 Godzilla. Here he is side by side with his basically, not really, I'm going to say his fraternal twin brother, the 94 Godzilla. Here is all four of my Godzilla figures from NECA in one shot. And I have to say, I am very pleased. NECA is doing a fantastic job. There are a few minor hiccups with the figure, but they could easily be overlooked. I'm not too worried about them. And they also have a video game appearance of Godzilla. I'm not getting that one because it basically is just like the 1984 Godzilla, just repainted and with bigger dorsal plates. I'm not going to get that one, but there are still 3 more Godzilla figures yet to be announced. Well, they have announced that they're going to make 3 more, but they're not released. They're not releasing no information, no pictures. I'm really hoping we get a Millennium Godzilla, because the Millennium Godzilla is like my second favorite one. I hope they use the one from the 2003 Godzilla Tokyo SOS. I'm really hoping we get that, and I also hope that NECA comes out with the other kaiju Godzilla has faced: Destroyer, King Ghidorah, Hindora, all of those. I really hope NECA gets that. NECA is doing a fantastic job, and I remember a long time ago I used to look at the SH Monster Arts figures, and I used to say those are going to be ones I'm going to collect. Well, sadly, it ain't sadly no more, but couldn't afford it. But then I found NECA, who has my favorite monster of all time, my favorite movie character of all time, for $20. And these figures have really grown on me. I mean, I have an emotional attachment to these because I've watched Godzilla ever since I was 3. Because whenever I was 3 years old, I was into dinosaurs and all that kind of stuff. And I found him. At the time, I just thought he was a big fire-breathing dinosaur. But over time, I finally learned the history and the background of Godzilla and his enemies. Well, guys, this is going to end my review. Please like, share, subscribe, and it's great to be back. I love doing videos for y'all. Check out Super Panda Official. A link will be in the description below. Go to www.BigBadToyStore if you want any of these figures. They are $20 each. Link in the description. Or you can go to Lindsay's Toy Room. Link in the description. And I'm also thinking about doing some other things with my channel instead of just mainly reviews, you know, something else. I haven't decided whether I was going to do it yet, but like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, guys, later.